Hey guys, Jay here. Welcome to the 28-day fat loss formula video number 2. In this video, we're going to quickly review last week's call. Make sure you feel clear on the couple points we made over last week. We're going to go over some mindset. Just keep in mind as you move forward from this on to adjustments to make during this week. And we'll finish up with one more mindset piece, and then that'll be today's okay. So, first of all, congratulations. Welcome to the halfway point already, right? Halfway point of your fat loss formula. Time goes fast, so make sure you are staying focused in each day, making so that every night when you go to bed, you can say, yep, I lived today exactly how I wanted to do. I am one step closer to my goal, what your pounds lost goal is. So if you're looking to lose 20 pounds, you should be on your way to that goal, which is super exciting. So whatever your goal is, keep it exciting, keep focused on it, and moving forward with it. So anyway, congratulations to this point. And, what I want you to know is you have one more week of doing basically the same kind of thing. And I'm sure you guys have already peeked ahead and look at what's coming up number 4. But I want you to stay on this week and do about that last week at all yet. Okay? It does not matter. So with that, let's talk about last week's a little bit. And reviewed on last week's video, the main thing that I shared with you, the main points that I shared with you, one of the adjustments that you're making. Adjustments are if you're not moving every 2 to 3 days, it's really important that you immediately make adjustments. And the adjustments you want to start with are by cutting back on the starchy carbohydrates at meal 3 and 4. Okay, so the carbohydrates that are the sweet potatoes, the brown rice, the oatmeal, those kind of carbohydrates I want to cut back on at meals number 3 and 4. That's the first step in cutting those back. The next thing you would want to do then is to add additional exercise, okay? Preferably the right kind of exercise for fat loss, because remember that all exercise and fat loss is not equal. So if you train for a marathon, for example, the statistics, most people, after they train for their first marathon, will gain weight while doing that style of training. So make sure you're using the right kind of exercise. Use strength training in an interval style format, just like exercise for fat loss. I know most of you are using exercise for fat loss as your exercise, so you know that you are doing exactly the right kind of exercise for fat loss. Okay, go in with that, and you're going to see really amazing results. Okay, the thing we talked about last week is the technique of visualization. You simply get into your mind really exactly what it is you want. So, for example, if you this thing, you were 175 pounds and you want to lose 25 pounds and you want to be 150, you want a super clear mind, like close your eyes, get it clear in your head exactly what it is you're going to look like, and more importantly, how you're going to feel. Okay, you want to make sure you tune into those feelings you're going to get, like knowing that when you close and you can. You're going to look when you stand in front of a mirror, whether it's like just out of the shower and you're standing there naked and you lose parts of your body that it's really, just bad, really get you upset, really get you going. Those are the components why you're doing this in this place. Use those to push you, but then get clear in mind how it is you're going to feel. Think how good you're going to feel when that comes off that belly, when the fat comes off the butt, when it's squishing out of the top of your bra for you women. What it is, those places that make you feel really awful, we want to get to the place in your mind how good you're going to feel when that's gone. Okay, so get into those feelings, make it real, and it's incredible how powerful that one simple technique is to get your goals. Okay, and if you've implemented it, I know again most already, but for those who haven't or maybe you've done it halfway, don't wait a second. As soon as I'm watching this video, immediately do that visualization technique. It's incredibly powerful. And if you commit to it from this point to the rest of your time is planned, you'll see firsthand just how it is. Super simple, takes just a couple minutes, but incredibly powerful. So make sure you do that. okay? So the message for you guys this week is to take massive amount of action, okay? You have the information, you have new plans in front of you. What you have is your sole responsibility right now is make sure you are just following through. Take the action steps, okay? And if you have comments, reach out to us on Facebook. Reach out to us at our email, which is the 28-day fat loss at allfitness.com, and we're here to give you any tips, pointers, encouragements that we can to get you going, okay? But just know that you have information in front of you. Now it's time to take the action. That's where it's at, okay? You have half the battle is done. You have a clear plan to get to your clear goal, and we're simply just walking the walk, okay? Walk the walk. So that's the message this week. Part of that message is, is walking the walk. Of course, nothing comes for free in life, right? You got to pay the price. So the price you're paying right now is taking the action. Maybe it's easier for you to make the decision, to follow it, or maybe you a little bit on a day or two. You know what? That doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is this moment moving forward. That's what matters. Pay from this point forward. Take action steps. Do the steps. Do what the other people will not do. Because the reason why you bought this program and that's because you are different than most people. You are an action taker. You are that's going to get the results. You are leading for our society, and it's important that you just keep walking the walk. Steps. Be the example for yourself. Be the example for your family. Be the example for your community. And at the end of this 20 days, you're just, but what you feel is you're going to feel very proud. Very proud of what you've done for yourself. You know that you did something very good for yourself, something that's right, and that's a big deal. Okay, it's a big deal. With you guys and like we talked about in last week's video. It's typically a slower week for fat loss. The good news is now that reminds you the fat starts happening again. Okay, so if it did in fact slow down for you, just know do the formula. The formula works, and admitted to it. That's going to start moving again in your favor. So you'll get moving again, and that's fun. Another thing to know about this week is moving into the third week here is that this is the week that people typically have the very best energy of the entire 20-day fat loss formula. And the reasons for that are you're past eating as an addiction. You move past sugar as an addiction. You move past eating over fat. Okay? You've cut out of toxins from your body. You've included tons of vegetables that's going to pick up your energy. So you're going to experience some of the best energy, if not the best energy, you've in your entire life. Okay, so get ready for that and enjoy it. And know because of that, you need to be more active this week. Take your energy and your exercise. Okay, so what you want to do in terms of exercise is ask yourself, what else can I do? What else? And it doesn't necessarily more time, but can you get that time more efficiently? Are you using exercise for fat loss? The program to extremely efficient at the right kind of exercise that will actually get you fat loss, or are some other exercise, like for example, if you're running, not to down it, but this running will not get you the same result as exercise fat loss. It will get you an initial result, but when you're strength training and you're doing that in an interval style, exactly the way we have it laid out for you in the program, you're using, maybe you're already part of a boot in your area, whatever it is, but make sure you're seeking out the exercise for fat loss. It's going to help from feeling frustrated that you're spending hours and hours doing exercise but not getting the right result. Okay, I'm just want you to know different kinds of exercise for different purposes, and right now you want to focus on the exercise that is right for fat loss. Okay, moving forward this week, we just talked about exercise. You want to use the energy that you're going to have start your exercise doing the right kinds of exercise. The other adjustment is the calories in, and just like we talked about in last week's video, that it was moving every 2 days, and it should move every 2 days. take up and make an adjustment. And the adjustment you want to make is you want to start with adjusting the carbohydrate calories on your number 3 or 4. And if the scale is not moving, you can start adjusting those carbohydrate calories just a little bit. Meals on meal number 2, okay? You want not to cut your calories too much, and just ask, are you doing some other things that it's important to stay calorie appropriate and simply get your body into a starving mode, which will not work for you guys long term, okay? So it's really important that we follow the formula here. The formula has you eat the appropriate calories to lose, but make sure you keep your metabolism high in your muscle by keeping it there and the appropriate amount of carbohydrates as our scale moving in the right direction without eating your metabolism. Okay, a key fact, anybody can lose weight by simply cutting the calories too low. But we want to make sure we're eating calorie appropriate, but just shift back a step at a time until that way you're not cutting back too much too fast and damage your metabolism. Instead, you can just move it back just enough so that the fat result that you're after, and then you gain those fat loss results. Okay, so real important stuff. All right. So, parting thought here is have persistence during this week. Be persistent. Just keep taking the steps. Stay focused on what it is you want. Use visualization as unique to keep you inspired and focused on your goal. Anywhere that you can, whether it's reading other books outside of what I'm telling, and you can anywhere that you gain inspiration, whether it's reading a fitness loss kind of a magazine, or you're reading, maybe it's our newsletter or our blog, or maybe you have other self-help books that you have in your library. Turn to them. Read them. You're going to find inspiration there. The other part of finding inspiration is to inspire. So what always happens at this point, you guys have already lost weight, and people are asking questions. What are you doing? And simply share with them. You inspire them when you meet somebody else. Inspire yourself. So just where you can inspire others in a way. It doesn't have to be necessarily in the fat loss area, but you can inspire somebody else in your life. That will come back to inspire yourself and energize yourself to keep moving on your journey. Okay? But stay desperate to get to your goal. Keep aspiring to be the person that you know is the person inside you. Okay? Don't change yourself here. Keep moving in the direction and be the person that you know that's already inside you. Okay? That's it, guys. Have a fantastic week. I'm super excited for you guys. Reach out on Facebook. Put your current loss on there, how it is that you're feeling, no matter what it is, the good, bad, the ugly, all of it. We want to hear all of it on there. The truth is what matters, and help you, and the others that are on Facebook will also help you stay on your journey, and will inspire you as themselves. Okay? So, you guys, and have an amazing week. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.